You might be asking, where's the kayak, Daniel? I bought a boat. Let's go. So that's us just filled up with fuel. £9 we used last time for fuel. It's so cheap to run, it's so good. Boat's packed, car's packed. I'm ready to go. Lunch has been bought. Let's go. Here we are, Duncan Mills Memorial Slip in Loch Lomond. It is a stunning day. Boat's ready to go. Fishing rods are set up. Let's go fishing. If there's one thing you really don't want to forget, it's putting your bung in. Like I nearly did. If you forget to put that in, you're going to flood your boat. There's going to be water everywhere. It's going to be a nightmare. Remember, put your bung in. So that was slightly more chaotic than I would have anticipated. We're in the water now though, just as I arrived. Apparently had been dead all day. There's a wee attendant that works at the slip. He said there was nobody in, and just as I arrived, 4 jet skis also arrived. And they're just chaotic to take over, but we're in now. I've just set up all the fishing gear. We're ready to go. Let's move to our first mark. We'll see who we get there. There is a slight breeze, so I'm just going to anchor up. Just a small anchor, small chain attached onto a diver's reel. So we'll let way more line off than we actually need. Bring that in, make sure it's locked. So I'm at a mark just now. We're at 30 feet of water. And what I'm going to try first is a little drop shot. Little drop shot, little soft plastic, I don't know if you can see that. Drop shot, small weight on the end. Let's see what we can do. So that's it on the bottom. You want to keep it as flat as you can on the bottom. And although you're keeping it still on the bottom, just the movement of the boat, the natural movements of you, the waves will actually put a bit of motion into the lure, and that's enough to attract the fish over to it. So you can actually judge the bottom that we've got here just by tapping your weight off it, lifting your rod up ever so slightly and tapping the weight off the bottom. If it's a soft thud, it's probably mud. Harder than that, it's probably sand or something like that, and if it's a thud you get off it, it'll be rocks. People get bored really quickly doing this. Like, you're not casting and retrieving constantly. People don't like that until they catch their first fish, and then that's all they want to do. So you probably know the area. Maybe not from that background. Straight ahead is Duck Bay Marina. If you've not been, I would recommend it. Take a visit. So we are in Scotland after all. The top of the loch actually looks as if it's raining. And it's glorious sunshine down here. Be prepared for all eventualities. It's the only place where you put sun cream on and have a waterproof in your bag, just in case. Keeps us on our toes. Time to move on. There's a beach here. Jet skis are coming in and out. It's not good. The ground's really soft as well, which I'm never a fan of. It's always better when something medium to hard thud on your weight. So yeah, there's too many jet skis up and down here. There's a wee beach here just at Duck Bay. They're in and out constantly, so. And I've not caught anything yet, so. A mixture of no fish, too many jet skis. Let's go. So lifting the anchor. Just the exact same thing we did, but in reverse. Our wee diver's reel doesn't take any load, so whatever weight you've got at the end, you'll feel it through this reel. So what I tend to do is I just pull this up by hand. Just let all the rope kind of gather in between my legs. You'll probably see from this anchor what the bottom's like. It'll probably be covered in mud and leaves and stuff. Unless it's washed off. Yeah, look. It's covered in mud. Yeah, that's not what we're after. Give that a wash. Look at the amount of mud that's come off it. Yeah. Not a fan of that. Once your anchor's in, you can now reel up all this excess rope. And now we're set to go for the next drop. Another thing about today, the wind doesn't have a clue what it wants to do. So when we're anchored up, we're blowing about quite a bit. So it's showing us that we're drifting about 0.1, 0.2 miles per hour. And that's basically when you're anchored up, your line's going down from your boat, you're still swinging side to side. So I've just stopped very, very quickly. I don't know if you can see in the water here, there's a kind of line where the water gets a lot calmer further to the north. And the reason for that is because we're getting northerly winds, or north kind of westerly winds, and the water has been blocked by that hill. Welcome to Scotland. So I'm going to head over there, get some still water, and see if we can get some fish. Found something interesting. Should golf balls float? I'm not entirely sure they should. There we go. One for the bag. Who said men can't multitask? Again, I think this is a really soft bottom. Not getting much feedback through the rod when it's hitting the bottom, which probably means it's mud again. Give it 10 minutes. Just getting in the summer spirit. Some Fanta Orange. I don't remember anyone passing me. Somebody tooting their horn at me. Hello! I'm tanking along, 14 miles per hour. Yes, we're in. A nice one. Yeah, with the picturesque Luss behind us. Here we go. We're just going to release it out. I'll show you that. Away it goes safely. Well, that's a shame that camera didn't catch that. This one did. This is one for all you that spend an absolute fortune on fishing gear, which I'm absolutely guilty of myself, but this rod, it's a decent enough rod, but it's broken. The tip, the last ring broke off. So what I did, I don't know if you can see that properly, I've basically shaved it down to the next ring. So it's a broken rod. And because of that, I sanded the top of it down just to make sure the line wasn't going to get cut on it. And then I bought a cheap, it was probably £10–15 reel for doing stuff like this, and it clearly works. That fish took just a wee soft plastic lure. Easy as that. Right, on to the next one. This is what I mean. Be good to have a bit of courtesy, wouldn't it? Got this one on the drop. The line just kept going. Feels like a good one. Lovely. It's much bigger than the last one. There you go, guys. I didn't get the last one on this camera. So there you go, how about that? It's lovely. What a day, we're picking up now. It was very slow for the first half, but we're making up for it, eh? How about that? Right, try and keep it out of the water for as little time as possible. These are the most spiniest, spikiest things that I've ever caught in my life. Really nice markings, look at the stripes on it. Amazing. Right, here we go. Away you go, Ian. Give my hands a wash. Woo! There we go, 2 down. 2 down within 10 minutes. I've been out most of the day and caught zilch. And here we are, 2 down. Honestly, after that last one there, I changed the lure over and I dropped it. And I don't even think it had hit the bottom yet. The thing had taken it. The line just kept going. So, it's a greedy wee bugger. So we're currently in 40 feet of water. And that's where I've caught the last 2. They've been about between 40 and 50 feet, which is deeper than I would usually fish. But it's actually as shallow as I can get because there's a massive big shelf here. It's a drop off I'm fishing. And the top of the drop is about 5 to 6 feet. And it comes down to this. So if I had to fish anywhere in between that, it would be like for a cliff face, and I can't see the fish hanging there. So this is the first flat bit. And for the first time today, the fish finder is actually populating, so hopefully that means there is fish. So I'm always quite concerned that it's leaves and debris. Wee bites here again. I'm always concerned it's like leaves and bits of debris. But we're catching fish and there's fish on the fish finder. Last cast didn't bring up anything. Ah well. And that's us. Let's go. Hey, it's nights like this that make it. Who needs holiday when you've got this right in your doorstep? Amazing, eh? Get a wee bit of sunburn. Looks sore. Amazing. So this is without a doubt the worst part of the day for me, and it's time to go. Boat's all packed up, everything's packed in the boot. It's been a good day. Fishing could have been better, but it was still good. The weather was unbelievable, and surprisingly, I got a golf ball out of it. I don't think golf balls are supposed to float though, so don't buy Shricks and yeah. See you later.